to be like a movie thing. Yeah, it's the very end of it. I was trying to figure out what that little thing is in there. Why is it glowing?
What?
It's a Thorian node. You see the outline inside of it though?
This?
Yeah.
It's just like the targeting.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, stop.
Thorian. Don't worry, take your time.
Yeah. I got all day. Don't worry about it.
There's an episode of SpongeBob where they're doing snail races, and Patrick
okay,
has a rock.
Take your time. Yeah.
It's okay, buddy. Take your time. You go at your own speed. As long as you can make it home safe, like.
I think I can do that.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're not like gonna be all the way home like crying. I get that once a year where like my allergies are so bad it borders on conjunctivitis.
Oh my god!
And I can't open my eyes.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, once a year.
When?
Typically in the spring.
Yeah.
I've had to like call out of work twice and been like,
holy shit!
Been like, I can't make it. I can't see to get here.
Damn.
And because like one year I went, this is the new job, and everyone was like, go the fuck home. And someone's like, well, actually, I have work for you if you can help. And I was like, yeah, I'll stay and help. And everyone else is like, do you see what he looks like? Yeah, he says he's fine. His eyes aren't open. He didn't look at you.
He can't see.
This clone was made off of what Rex is.
What you mean?
You know how like every single one of the clones for the Asari, they're like they should not reproduce as their own species. But they can reproduce with any other species.
Right. She
charged at you like what a Rex would.
Oh.
I need to send those. I'm so sorry, guys, for the super like inappropriateness you guys are gonna see here.
What?
Well, like people just like sending messages and stuff like that.
What do you mean inappropriate?
Well, it just like I don't know, like it's not from a professional studio.
I wasn't aware that's what we were.
Well, we're a highly professional studio. Come on, look how flawless you're doing this. That one's like, I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke. I really don't want to do this. My dick.
Yeah,
My
I really was just shooting him in the crotch.
It's getting all leaky.
Yeah, it is.
I guess there's not a spot where you can hit them all, is there?
There is not a spot where you can hit them all, but there is a part where you can kind of kill it early.
Are all those little egg sacs for its Asari babies?
These little things, I think there's a root. Oh, I have no idea what
Garrus is having a tough time.
God, man, too, apparently.
Rex is having a big and rich time. Shout out to those of you guys who were listening to Stadium Country in your early 2000s. Early aughts, as they say. I had someone explain to me that they called the 2020s the decade of decades, because they're like, everything that's ever been popular or said in the past like 40 years is just coming out in this decade at stupid times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I can see that.
Fair, yeah.
Everyone need to heal up? Nope, we all good?
Well, I'll get free metagel from that. I just need to go Garrus up over there.
That's fair.
So he stops fucking falling over.
I think Garrus just has a glad. I think this is him going like, I want to use a sniper rifle. You're like, no. And he's like, oh. Oh, I can't take these close range. Oh. Garrus didn't even touch you. Oh no, it hurts. It's like a fucking soccer player at this point. Ah. Thank you for laughing at that. I know he's like your favorite. I'm just like, they're like he gets better in the second game. I haven't started playing the second game.
He's not my
guys.
favorite.
I thought you said he was your favorite.
Rex is probably my favorite.
Oh really? Okay. That's far more. That's far more. Like, yes.
I don't know who is my favorite.
I don't know, the part of me that was like, I grew up and like went through puberty when these games were coming out. It's like Liara. I don't know why.
Bet you if you thought about it a little bit, you could figure out why.
So here's what makes this like now as an adult, I look at it and go like there are things I've always that I've started to like really realize, right? Now I'm gonna give you guys like. This is me looking at this from like a critical artist slash critic of like literature, storytelling, and things like that. So Liara is like 120 in this game, right?
Some 109, I think.
Yeah, and they live for like 1,000 years.
Actually, no, she might be younger. Oops. Let me do that. Maybe younger than that, because I think she might be 109 in Mass Effect 3.
Oh God. So she's like 100 years old, but she's fully grown.
Yes.
But it's one of those things where it's like, Shepard is, you know, Shepard, let's say we're comfortably in our early 30s, really late 20s.
I think you are. I think that's actually spot on.
Yeah, like 28 at the absolute youngest, 32 to 34.
I'll probably figure out exactly. Yeah, timeline. Commander Shepard born in 2154.
Okay, and what year are we in?
2183. It's 29.
Okay, yeah. So, but it's one of those things where you're like, Liara's not even... Like, if we go by hers and we say, you know, we live to be 100, she lives to be 1,000. Like, we're just going to round it off. She's not even 10 years...
She's 10.
Yeah, right? Or maybe she's like 13 or 14.
Uh-huh.
Now, looking at this, like, well, who are these games typically marketed against? Who has the most free time that's going to want to play it? 14, 15-year-old.
Yeah.
So you being attracted to Liara makes sense. Because the person playing it and her, same age. It's kind of like, say something weird, sex in high school. Like, it's not creepy when it's like two consenting 16, 18-year-olds, right? Like, not. Me as someone who's in my mid-30s, I know everyone's like, take your age minus 10 plus 2, whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
Like, stupidity of that bullshit. Don't fucking subscribe to it. Although I have a funny Dr. Disrespect joke after this.
Stay within your age.
So I work with Tyler's significant other. And she's like 22. And she's a very pretty young lady.
Right.
Okay? This isn't on her. Right? And so Tyler,
of course it's not. She just happens to be pretty.
Yeah, right? And someone's like, I was like, I've made a ton of jokes about it now. Like I would never like cheat on her boyfriend because I love him so much. And things like that. And so we were... They said something. I'm like, no, like, dude, that is like, she is a child. Like, I know she's an adult. Like,
right, yeah.
Like everything, in, like goes, no, she can vote, she can join, she can drink. Like,
right.
She can do those things. She can, but like everything else in me goes like, oh no, that is so creepy.
That's a baby
and wrong. Yeah. And so like that was that. Like one person said something, and I like. She was well out of earshot, and I was like, we're not going to fucking talk like this, because that's just fucking gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just one of those things where, but like thinking about this now, like, okay, yeah, Shepard's 30, but if I'm 14 years old playing this game, and Liara is also, let's say, 14 years old.
Right.
Oh, okay, for me it's like, my brain in high school
regular.
goes like, no, this is acceptable. So whatever my 14-year-old brain can, you know, comprehend at the time. But yeah, so we were actually streaming the other day playing Paper Mario, and Dr. Disrespect came out because he's back to streaming.
Yeah.
And
it was all a joke. You all fell for it.
Right?
Fucking idiot.
And it's like, you know, I'll make some off-color jokes. Most of the time it's about suicide.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about fucking a minor.
Yeah, you like
Because I'm not a degenerate.
Like there are a couple like. The only time I will ever bring up rape as a joke is when a guy says, oh, I'm gonna, like, you know, rape you in this game. It's like, I hope you get raped twice and you think differently about how you use that word.
Exactly.
Like, that's kind of how it goes. But so I was sitting there talking, and I was like, you know, this is how I'm starting to, like, there's, like, you know, like, you know, if you weren't old enough to see episode 1 in theaters when it was coming out, like, maybe you shouldn't be talking to that person in a way that's like that. Maybe we shouldn't get DMs from them.
Nah.
So one of our moderators on Discord DMs me, hey, I was born like 2 years after episode 1 came out. And so now the joke is that I break the rules of the channel of we don't accept DMs from people who weren't alive or able to go see episode 1 in theaters without their parents.
I mean, sounds like a fair rule to me. I'm not trying to get mixed up in any of that bullshit.
Do you think I would really let you get mixed up?
But still.
Like, you also don't hang out on Twitter like I do.
Yeah.
Like, you're not on Twitter where everyone's, like, fangirling over Keanu Reeves and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Including you.
Like, dude!
You're spearheading that effort.
I mean, it's perfect. It really is. You know what he sounds like? Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's been the joke, is that, like, I can't even follow our own rules because I, like, it's like, occasionally people will DM me, like, hey, just so you know, I wasn't alive when... I'm just like, fuck yourselves, all of you. They're really good people.
Do you like Star Wars Episode 1?
Yeah.
The
movie.
The sequels? Or the prequels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy Star Wars.
I know you do. When did that one come out?
2001.
Okay. No, I still have my parents.
But you were at least 5 or 6.
I was 5.
You were born. You weren't
I was a
2
person,
or 3.
yeah.
Yeah, you were getting a personality. Maybe not a good one, but you were getting one. I was in a shitty personality because I was like getting ready to hit teens and puberty.
Oh, God.
So Padme was hot. Her relationship with Anakin wasn't weird at all. Twi'leks are like weirdly attractive, and I don't know why yet. But so in talking to that, like if you watch most anime, what is anime geared towards? It's geared towards teens. Like people don't really make adult animes.
Right.
So when you see the super busty, like, she's only 16.
Right.
And it's like, and everyone's like, that's creepy and wrong. It's like, well, no, because it's, if I was a 16-year-old,
yeah.
I'm probably going to notice things on a 16-year-old girl before I notice them on a 27-year-old woman. It's not till I get a little older that I'm like, oh, hey.
I like that.
Women of all ages are attractive in some way. Sorry. Consenting women that are adults.
There you go.
From 25 and up. Are attractive in some way. Maybe it's their mind. Maybe it's something that's staring me right in the face and I just can't
put my finger on it.
Can't put my hand on it without consent. Thank you guys for laughing at this joke. When we're canceled or someone goes, wow, that's a really cringe take, you'll be like, yeah, that was. Well. But it's also, God, Rex.
Knock the fuck over.
Have you ever dealt with a Asari clone? Or have you ever dealt with a Asari commando? No, but I've dealt with a fuck ton of your clons. Oh, don't you have the chance to, like, rescue the real her?
Yes. Oh, it's not really a chance. It just happened.
Oh, okay. Well, you're doing some damage.
Yeah, I'm not set that up. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Not
Like,
happening.
it was a good, like... Can you not kill those early?
I cannot.
Oh. Nah, you made him throw him up himself.
Ew.
Dude.
What?
Did... Nicole and I have had to tell you this. When I got my wisdom teeth taken out, I went under to get mine taken out.
I did too.
And they prescribed me Vicodin for the pain.
Yep.
And I didn't really eat anything.
Oh no.
And I also don't like Vicodin.
Okay.
I experimented with some things in my youth, and Vicodin has never agreed with me. It makes me run a fever. So, God, timestamp this. PlayStation 4 had just come out, and infamous Second Son had just come out.
Okay.
So 2015, 16.
Got you.
So my wife takes me to get my wisdom teeth taken out, and
Okay. Yeah. Wait. How long ago was that?
at least 10 years.
Okay.
We might have been just married. I think we were married because I was on her health insurance.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
I
we got
my
married
wisdom teeth taken out,
2013. This was our 2023 was our 10-year. This was our 11-year anniversary.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so like 2013, maybe 14. We'd been married for a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm playing Infamous Second Son after getting that taken care of because my wife is like, "Hey, here's a new game. You can play this while you're sick. You've been saving up for it. I can spot us the extra $20."
Aren't wives the best?
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh, spot you $20." Like, dude, we had 2 nickels rubbed together when we got married. Like, let me. I had talked to that about somebody. They're like, "Yeah, but like, look at you now." And I'm like, "Dude, it's been 10 years."
Yeah.
Like,
We've had a lot of time to get our shit together.
yeah, like, I thank you for thinking so well, but it's like, it took a lot of time, and there were a lot of nights where it was like, "Fuck, what are we gonna do tomorrow?" And so she got me that game, and I would like pause it and set it down, and Nicole was like, "What's going on, honey?" You know, blah, blah. I'm like, no, occasionally I just don't feel well. I projectile vomited. And I want you to know, we were maybe where the coffee
What's
table
wrong?
is.
I don't know. I don't feel good.
We were where the coffee table was, and I hit the wall.
Holy shit.
And I'm like catching it, like looking at her because I don't know what to do, and my brain's
Mortified.
like, I'm mortified and high, and like.
How long have you
good.
known each other at that point?
Oh, we know. I mean, we've been dating on and off since like I was 16.
Okay.
Yeah, like so, like we'd seen each other sick. I like helped take care of her when she, you know, had her hip replaced. So like you have to walk her in, help her sit down in the bathroom. Like they're like we've already been through some of like the yeah. But so
I won.
did like a stray pellet hit that?
I think so.
Just move your hive mind. What's the matter, demigod? You were talking all that good shit.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
I suppose
How did you end up inside that thing?
You're welcome.
My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren. But in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel.
What did you see?
An enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days.
It almost looks like
But
she's
in the
starting
end,
to wear,
it
like,
is absolute.
Isaac's...
I
like
was
a
willing
leather
slave when
version
Saren
of what
brought me to
Isaac
this
wears,
world.
if that makes sense,
He
in Dead
needed
Space.
my biotics to communicate with the Thorian to learn its secrets.
Oh.
Yeah, like
okay.
I
I kind of see what you mean.
I was
Yeah.
sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Then why were the Geth trying to destroy the Thorian?
After Saren had what he needed, the Thorian became a liability. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
Oh my god.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was
There's a
here long before
villain
the
in
Protheans
Star
built
Wars
this city.
Rebels, Grand
Watched
Admiral
and studied
Thrawn,
them.
and he
When they died,
studies
it
the art of
consumed
a
them.
people.
They
He
became a
studies
part of it.
everything of a people, so that way they can't do anything that ever surprises him.
Interesting.
And he uses it to like manipulate and like
Where
shape
is the
politics.
cipher? How do I
And
get
then
it?
when they come to like fight him, he's
The
prepared for
cipher
it.
is the
And he'll
very
like
essence
honor.
of
They'll be
being
like,
a
"We want a
Prothean.
one-on-one duel."
It cannot
Okay.
be described or explained.
But he like
It would
makes
be like
himself
describing
superior.
color to a creature
Huh.
without
Like through
eyes.
training and study and stuff. It's really,
Right.
he's a great
Understand,
villain.
You must have
Interesting.
access
And you
to
love to
endemic
root for him.
ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need the cipher.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths.